partner.
Well, what is up, my furry masochistic freaks, and welcome back to the Lewd Lycanthrope channel. I'm your host with the most, Chuck Duclaw, and tonight we are roasting Blue City bullshit like it's our full-time job. Up on the menu today, well, we got the 5 worst liberal cesspool shitholes in America. These are the crown jewels of the Democratic Party. Decades of one-party rule, hug-the-thug policies, defund the cops, and enough welfare cash to fund a small porn empire. Yet the streets look like a glory hole after a prison riot, and all the data that we pulled for this episode, by the way, came straight from the 2025 crime and homelessness data, so there's really not a lot of argument out there on this. We're talking record-breaking homelessness, open-air fentanyl flea markets, smash-and-grab orgies, and a literal river of piss and shit flowing down the streets. Violent crime dropped a bit nationally in 2025, cool story, but these places still win the Ruin Everything award every fucking year. If you're triggered already, good, and hit that like if you've ever stepped in human feces during a nice stroll downtown anywhere, but also subscribe if you want more savage takedowns just like this one. Now let's dive into this dumpster fire, shall we? Coming in at number 5, we've got Chicago, the city that proves if you vote blue for 90 plus years, eventually your murder rate becomes a tourist attraction. This place has been in a Democratic stranglehold since the fucking 1930s. That's longer than most marriages last before someone gets shot. Their shootings, you ask? Still legendary. Hundreds of bodies dropped yearly like it's open season on black and brown folks. Poverty so thick you could fuck it, and a life expectancy shorter than a bad Tinder hookup. Homelessness? Well, tens of thousands freezing their balls off because housing is a right. That is, unless you're the sucker paying taxes for shelters that double as crack dens. Sanctuary city vibes mean criminals get red carpet treatment while grandma gets mugged for her social security check. Dark humor? Chicago's so progressive even the rats are unionized, and they're getting more action than most of the residents. At least the wind chill hides the smell of failure, on most days. Well, coming in at number 4 is Seattle, Washington, where tech bros jerk off to carbon credits while the streets host the nation's most expensive bukkake of fentanyl and despair. Democratic since before your grandpa's first boner, the metro area is swimming in tens of thousands of unsheltered zombies. Mild rain means no need for blankets, just a nice rig and a fuck society sign and you're good to go. And they have policies so limp-dick permissive that camping is now a goddamn civil right. Theft still reigns supreme, of course. The porch pirates are definitely living better than you, and remember CHOP, that 6-block autonomous wet dream where they defunded police, abolished capitalism, and rediscovered cholera? Well, that lasted 3 weeks before everyone was begging for the bacon back. Look, Seattle's so woke the junkies have gender-neutral bathrooms. And they'll go anywhere. The alley, the street, your shoes, really doesn't matter. Pronouns? Well, they're normally he, him, but mostly O and D. Amazon delivers your prime shit in 2 hours, and I can't figure out for the life of me why the fuck they can't deliver some common sense and sobriety on top of it. Making us sick at number 3, we've got Los Angeles, California, the city of angels, or more like the city of assholes and con men. Democratic mayors since Y2K have obsessed with green bullshit and open borders, and apparently open-air meth labs are a bonus feature of those policies as well. Homeless? Well, second only to New York City, with 70,000 plus living like it's a never-ending Burning Man for the damned. Skid Row is a zombie porno set, well, minus the lube budget. The rents are so high a blowjob won't cover the deposit, and Prop 47's brilliance, steal under $950 and it's basically foreplay with no jail time, has caused stores to turn into Fort Knox because shoplifters treat Target like an all-you-can-grab buffet. Look, LA's inequality is a chef's kiss. Beverly Hills mansions overlooking literal rivers of piss every day. Celebs virtue signaling about homelessness from their infinity pools while the unhoused jerk off in the bushes below. At least when they cry on camera about the so-called crisis, they can point and say, "See? I support local industry." Well, kicking us square in the balls at number 2, we've got San Francisco, the city that turned harm reduction into harm erection. That's right, folks, another city from California on this wonderful list. Democratic since the disco era, safe injection sites decriminalized everything except common sense. And the streets are still walking biohazard today because of it. Homeless per capita? Astronomical. Thousands shooting up in broad daylight while coders step over them to buy $20 oat milk lattes. Property crime? Well, theft is so rampant businesses flee faster than a virgin at an orgy. Human shit ranked by neighborhood like Michelin stars on apps on your phone. And God, just saying that out loud is hilarious. Home prices so insane you could buy a small dictatorship for what a studio costs. And look, folks, San Francisco's so enlightened they let addicts die with dignity. Right in your doorway, pants around the ankles, needle on the arm, hand on the dick, it don't matter. Tourists get a free contact high and a souvenir hepatitis shot if they step foot in the city as well. If Utopia smelled like ass crack and regret, it'd be named after this place for sure. Well, topping the list off at number 1, we've got New York City. And of course it would be New York City. You know, the biggest shithole with the biggest egos, biggest illusion that this is a progressive paradise. Democratic dominance there for fucking ever. This sanctuary city's bail reform is so loose offenders treat jail like a come-and-go glory hole. Homeless? Well, 140,000 plus shelters bursting like a bad gangbang on a daily basis. Poverty crushes millions here. Subway rides feel like a Survivor Knife edition with homicides dropping a little in 2025, and hey, that's great, but still there's plenty of stabbings, gropings, and random pushes onto the tracks, so I mean, really where are we coming out ahead on this? New York City taxes you into the poorhouse to fund programs that make dying on the street more humane. 8 million buys you a shoebox apartment and a thrill of dodging turd torpedoes every single day. If liberals built the future, well, congrats. It's Gotham with extra syphilis and no Batman to save your ass.
I'm telling you, I'm moving to New York City, even if it means... this! I've already signed the lease!
Well, there you have it, my crotch-sniffing degenerates. The top 5 liberal cesspool shitholes where good intentions went full bukkake on reality. These cities had unlimited money, power, and virtue, and still delivered tent cities, crime porn, and taxpayers asking, why in the fuck am I paying for this? Think I miss cities like Portland, Baltimore, or Detroit? Want me to go harder on the next video? Drop your filthiest comments below, but remember, I read the unfiltered ones while drinking and scratching my balls. Like if this made you choke on your coffee, and subscribe for more future brutal truth fucks. And definitely drop us a comment on which ones you agreed with or disagreed with. We want to hear both. But for now, stay loud, stay proud, stay furry, my friends. We'll catch you in the next video.